Peace and blessings, everyone. All right. So let's talk. I guess what I'll start with first is I got a comment on the video I did yesterday, and it had to deal with with God and truth and love. And I've heard from many Christians that they believe ultimately what is most important and what we can learn from the Bible, and I guess really specifically from Jesus, is that the most important thing is love. Now, as I said before, love is one of the trinities that I uphold. Unconditional love, unequal belief, and uncompromising truth. But truth being more important, truth being God. And the other two are only, they're aspects of God, but they apply more so with our functioning here within this world, this material realm. They only exist, I believe, because of our existence, because of intelligent beings with emotions, having to deal with love, and then beings with, I say intelligent beings, so you come up with beliefs and things of that nature, philosophies, and that in following those two, in conjunction with truth, will bring about the great change that we need, and sets us on the straight path, the path to our salvation. So, but dealing with love, and saying that love is God, God is love. Once again, you had that aspect because we have to think of the emotional love. What truly is love? How do I know that your love, how you feel love, is the same as how I feel love? How do I even know that you can feel and experience love? That you actually get that? And all that goes in with that. So it's something that we usually have a subjective opinion on, somebody's actions. And I think actions are more important than trying to find that emotion. The act of love, coming up with a definition of what love is. Love is when you try to do something for another person, to bring happiness and joy to their lives, to do what's best for them, to provide for them, to give to them what they need. Treating them like they were you. Treating your neighbor as yourself. If that was me, what would I want from me? If somebody was going to readily give it without any strings attached, something like that, what would I want? And that's how you approach it. So, just being kind, all that entails. But once again, even that, you have your subjective opinion on what is the correct action. What are the actions that are shown love? Is it doing what's okay? And when you say doing what's best for somebody, what truly is best for somebody? That could be, subjective on, what you determine to be the best for somebody and somebody's best interest, things of that nature. So once you get caught up in that, then again, it's something that can be eliminated, because once you are gone, once all humanity are gone, or beings who can have the emotion of love are gone, it doesn't exist. And it didn't exist, that's my belief, because I'm figuring out how could it exist before humans were brought into being. What was the need for love? if God is love and it was love, how would God be showing its love to us by creating us? They say that's God, loved us. That's why, he brought us in being. He wanted to show us love. And that's all the stuff that's going on in the Bible is all the stuff we go through, the trials and tribulations, is all in God showing his love. Could be, that's opinions, but I don't see that. So, you can say God's love, and before everybody else, God was just there in love with himself. Why would he need the emotion of love? So, I believe the truth shows that it eliminates itself. I guess I'll start to say I'm open to debate, but I guess I'm not really open to debate anymore. I'm just going to give my opinion. If you can show it that the truth is otherwise, I welcome it, and I'll talk about it. But I don't want to go back and forth. I'm going to put out there what I have to say with authority, with conviction, because what else do I have? But understanding that in that conviction, I'm willing to accept the truth as it is brought to me. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I'm trying to be true. And that's all I have to go off of. So, like I said, and then that also, dealing with truth, gets back to something I brought up in the video. When I was showing how the opposite of something destroys it, and how a lie isn't the opposite of truth. A lie. I try to think about that in a verse, saying that if you go from a lie, as you move away from a lie, moving away to its opposite. If we thus say it's truth, that truth is the opposite. And so if truth didn't exist, a lie wouldn't exist. Because, and that's what I was thinking, could you say because, in that sense, would be saying that when you get to the truth is that it's not a lie? Would that satisfy the criteria that I put forth last night on things eliminating themselves? Could you say that to eliminate truth? I try to think about it and ponder on it. But I didn't see it as doing that. Like your opinion, I'm open to the truth. So I was thinking about it. So I thought about it, but I try to be fair about it. Willing to adjust my belief as I am offered, shown what? So, like I said, the love thing, I just think it can be eliminated, and truth can't. All right, and also let's see. So, I read on somewhere. I watched some video within the comments. Somebody it was one of the, I guess you can call it, pro-black videos. Some brothers debating, and somebody asked for, none of that matters. What is needed is a practical platform that will immediately uplift and transform our people. And that's basically what I asked a couple videos ago, about all this debate on who the black people are, where we come from, all that. And a question, what is all that really going to do for us? How can we apply that to get us out of our current situation? I guess those brothers just think that they believe that just in giving us the knowledge of that we were this great people, that we weren't this other group of people that's supposed to be great people, or this other group. And now I just think about it, it's funny because usually in these groups, uh, Kemet, the Kemet people, the Moors, Hebrew Israelites, 5%ers, Islam, the NOI, Black Panther, all those. Well, Black Panther, is that something different? I don't know. What else they saying? What are they saying about blacks ultimately? Saying, are they saying we should just be in control, got to stand up for our rights more, or that we are a great people, that we are God? Okay, so what are they saying? Somebody let me know. I have to look into the Black Panther Party. Um, so all of them ultimately are saying that we are God. Okay, so the message is out, but obviously it's not doing a trick right now. That's out there, because that's what they're all saying. That's all we're going to get to. Either black man is God, or we're God in some form or fashion. Or we have the power of God, things of that nature, things we do. So they're all ultimately all saying the same thing. So once again, why is it they're coming together just by them, by those groups who are actively out here doing things and have this mindset? Why aren't they working just together to create a community and start setting the example of what should be done of pooling of resources and things of that nature? Because they should say they see that they're ultimately there for the same cause. Well, they're for truth, and ultimately everybody's for truth, right? Supposedly. So within them, they should come together. I'm just trying to figure it out. Not trying to judge, and when I do judge, I judge in what? So just question I wonder. So for me, then what is it that I am offering? What is my practical platform? Well, it's what? And yet I understand at the same time, or overstand at the same time, that that's difficult, because we do have our subjective opinions, and then there's the object of opinions. But once again, if I maintain that there's what beyond those two, that once we focus on that, we'll see God. I sort of got lost what I was thinking too. See, my mind keeps working, people. Stuff just keeps working. Right. So I believe what is the practical platform. But just seeing, and I've been thinking about how another way to express it. If you try not to focus necessarily on there being, the idea and concept of absolute truth. Some people even question whether that exists. But I believe just in the very nature of it, that if we focus, once again, it's dealing on every subject, and in everything, you have to seek truth. And if you just focus on doing that, then you'll understand that it's more important now just doing that, living in it, than all the getting caught up in the past. Because that truth, that lie's been going on for so long that it's hard to know. Just believe that it's just the lie itself that is the most important thing. And then realizing what it is that we do to solve the problem, which is living in what? And so everything we do. And we have to be willing. So that's another thing. Somebody said about truth. I was watching another video and a brother said that he believes, no, he didn't say believes, he said he can show beyond all doubt the truth of something he's talking about. And I made a comment that I don't know if I'm leery of people who say that they can prove beyond a doubt, but how can you truly prove beyond someone's doubt? Right? Through our belief and faith, we can try to put doubt in our minds. We can force ourselves to put doubt. But if you really look at the what about it, you have to doubt, because how can you truly know? How can you truly know? But you're learning, everything you learn is usually from somebody else telling you. And then I'm saying, well, I can show you proof. I can prove it to you. Which they're going to say that they learned from somebody. But isn't the majority of them learning from a lie? When you're learning from lies. Excuse me. And then we're at the least learning from ignorance, right? We are born in ignorance. If we're ignorant, how can we say that we know anything? Now, I'm not saying that we can't. I'm not saying that it's not possible, because once again, the what may be that someone truly can know the what. Maybe somebody can. But as I examine myself, I examine the world, it appears that at least the majority of us are just going off belief than actually knowing. And we let our belief drive us. And we say that our belief is the what. But I am always willing to admit, and I've done it plenty of times before, that I can admit that my belief is not the what. And so everything I say, it's not that it's wrong. It's just that through my ignorance and through all that entails of me being a human being, that's what I have to go off of. And I'm being honest and trying to make sure I'm not automatically closing off another avenue. That different religions and thoughts aren't the truth. And I say that time. But once you start getting into trying to do all the homework and all the searching and history in the past, well, you always find yourself looking for more. And then what you get, even if you accept it, it's still in the back of your mind, there should be some doubt to its validity, because you don't know. And that doubt should push you to want to lead a life in the search of what? And just understanding that search will soon turn into just a being. Instead of searching for it, it's just trying to be it. Trying to be the totality of it. To live it. To become one with it. And in a present state of human consciousness, it entails believing in it, and then doing the best that we can to live in it. We may make mistakes, but we like to say we're only human, whatever that means. But as long as we keep trying to move forward and look and stay open to what? Being truly open to it. Opening up to it. Then it'll get us there. It'll guide us. It'll guide us. I believe this. That's what I believe. And that's all. I know that's what I always say, right? It's because I believe it. It's just because I believe it. Understanding that my belief doesn't prove it. Doesn't mean that it is the what. So, so about the practical platform, I believe it's there for people as practical, and that doing that will get us to where we need to go. Now, understand, then, I'm always telling you, I realize I try to be realistic, understanding the state of our world, the human aspects, the monies and all that, the daily grind and all this stuff. All right, how this world appears to operate, things that we appear to make most important. I overstand the aspect, and that's why I'm trying to do something in the area. Also, I'm willing at the same time that I'm trying to get rid of money. I'm willing to try to make money, because ultimately my ends are getting rid of it, but I understand the reality of it. So, I have these different paths to try to fight this devil that's kicking our ass. So I gotta open pathways, try to get there. They all leading to the center. Yeah. So, even there, dealing with money, dealing with business. Like I said, I believe I have the creative ideas, and I have some business sense. I think I understand money. I understand it's simple, right? Ultimately, it's simple. Once you get rid of a lot of bullshit, start throwing out the schemes, and even though money itself is a scheme, but it's fundamental, right? And I can do that. I can do that on both ends, right? But I need help. I need your help. So I can handle a platform in many areas. But it's all gonna go back to what? So I'll keep making these videos until keep wondering if I should make them. Or stop bumping my gums. Or learn how to more effectively combine the two. Bump my gums and have some action. Time for some action. Time for action. Was there anything else in the videos I want to talk about? What are some videos I watched recently? Gee-wee, baby. Flies on shit, maggots on pork. Actually, was there something else I want to bring up about Adam and Eve too? Was I thinking of something else about them? Well, one thing I was worried I didn't clearly express myself. One section. And since I don't really go back and watch my videos, not for the most part, I don't verify. I was wondering if I convoluted it when I was talking about whether Eve then knew good and evil. Talking about verifying her claim that the serpent deceived her and lied to her. Deceived. Is deceived a lie? Is deceived that having to do with trickery? Trickery is not a lie. So that's actually meant as deceived, trickery. Not a lie, but trickery. But even trickery, fooling someone, you still saying that they did something that was inappropriate. Right? You play a game on a trick them, deceive them. But he still didn't do that. He said she would know good and evil. Eyes will be open. That you won't die. But if he's wrong there, right? He was wrong there, or he was lying when he said she wouldn't die because she would die. But then I was saying, but she didn't know that. So why she bring up? She didn't know that she was gonna die. She knew it because God already told her. But that would mean she didn't believe him from the get-go. So I mean that there was doubt from the beginning. She didn't believe him. That's what else we're faced with, right? Let me know if I'm not speaking truth. I'm just questioning. Oh, I was supposed to quiz y'all, huh? So her eyes were open. Or she's saying they weren't open. Or like I said, the aspect of being like God. Is being like God, meaning a totality where just the aspect of knowing good and evil, not with a separation there? Or are you saying that when you know good and evil that you are like God? And I said that's not correct. I believe I did. I know I've thought it before. And he said you will be like God. He didn't say you will become God. He just said you'd be like God. So he didn't try to raise him up to the highest point. You will be like God. And so that likeness, that certain aspect of God is a knowledge of good and evil. And she thus knew good and evil because she knew evil, she knew trickery when she was being confronted by God and she said that the serpent deceived her. She knows deceit. Deceit on what? I mean, what is the opposite of deceit? You move away from deceit. And that's what it gets to. What? So she had knowledge of evil. Evil. Evil is such a hard word. But it's not if you hold evil being that which is not what? And then good, which is what? And then once you stop doing that, you're automatically doing something that's evil. Once you start speaking something other than what? He's doing something that's evil. Possibly. This scenario.